What is going on, guys? I hope you're all doing okay. Now, I am finally back from being away, and you're probably wondering, like, Rango, where the hell did you go for 3 weeks? Well, for the first 2 weeks, I was actually finishing off my university work, and then the final week, I was in Barcelona. So, I just returned from Barcelona yesterday, and as you can see, I've missed out on quite a lot of comics: Secret Wars, The Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Gwen, but luckily, I'm back in time for Renew Your Vows. So yeah, there's that. At least I'm back for that. But yeah, you guys were wondering and were asking a lot about where I was. And honestly, the only thing I could tell you was, this is why you should probably follow me on my Facebook page or my Twitter, because you would have known that ages ago if you followed me on there. But yeah, that's probably one of the many reasons why you should follow me on there, because of that. But anyway, now moving on, we have the Amazing Spider-Man issue 18 in front of us and your faces. If you remember, Parker Industries was set to be blown up. It was set to be destroyed by the villain named the Ghost. And it kind of left off there with Sajani being strangled or whatever. So we're going to see that now. So without further ado, guys, after 3 weeks, let's get back into this. Now, one of the many things that we learned from the previous issue was the fact that Sajani is kind of working with the Ghost now, so she actually isn't being strangled. Literally, she's just kind of being held there by the Ghost as some kind of team-up type of thing. Now, as we've known for many issues, Sajani has been trying to get Peter Parker fired from Parker Industries. And of course, we know that Parker is his own boss because he does own the company, but she doesn't like the fact that he shut down the project with the nanotech, or the nanites I think it's called, and started a new project creating a prison for supervillains. She thought that was pretty weird, but also they recently found out that Peter has been supplying Spider-Man costume and Spider-Man tech for Spider-Man still. Now, if you remember, they don't know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, so they just think that he's still working with Spider-Man, which isn't good for the company because it leads to stuff like this, where villains turn up and blow the crap out of the building. Now, as you can see, Anna Maria and Clayton and the rest of the people that work at Parker Industries have gone into the secret passageway that leads out of Parker Industries, which also leads to all the Spider-Man technology that Peter is supposedly creating for Spider-Man. And Clayton and Anna Maria team up, well, not team up, but suit up to help Spider-Man out. Like, they put on all of Spider-Man's technology. Clayton puts on the big time costume. Anna Maria puts on these fire web shooters, or heated web shooters anyway, to maybe take down the Ghost. And that's exactly what they're going to do. So we've gone back over to Spider-Man now, and he's having a hard time trying to find out where the rest of the civilians are. He's still trying to get to Sajani, because of course he doesn't know that she's betrayed him. And I don't know if you just noticed that, but I accidentally hit my microphone, so if you hear something like a bang just then, that was me. Sorry about that. But yeah, so as you can see, the Ghost is about to unmask Spider-Man because he's stuck under a metal beam. And just as that's about to happen, we get this awesome shot, this awesome panel of Clayton in the big time costume, causing a sonic wave clap, similar to how the Hulk causes his, what's that clap called that Hulk does where he like claps his hand together? But either way, it looks awesome. And we get like this awesome shot of Spider-Man lifting the beam off him. You know that issue where Spider-Man was stuck under a metal beam in like the first Amazing Spider-Man comics? It kind of looked like that, which I thought was awesome. But as you can see, Spider-Man isn't too happy that Clayton and Anna Maria have shown up, mainly because now he's got to worry about those two as well. But what's also good about Anna Maria showing up is the fact that she's always making sure Peter keeps his identity, and she's actually helped him out again for like the third time in the past 2 issues, where she's actually thrown him a backpack with Peter Parker's clothes in it so that he's able to change back into Peter Parker's clothes as he comes out of the building, so it looks like Spider-Man and Peter are 2 separate people again. And that is awesome of Anna Maria to do. Now, as you can see on screen, Sajani is back again. I think she's the... If any of you guys have seen Breaking Bad, she's the Skylar version of Spider-Man. Like, she's the most annoying character in the comic books right now, in my opinion. Mainly because she's just so, like, uptight. She's just so up herself. She doesn't really think about anything else. And especially because she's trying to destroy Parker Industries, working with the Ghost, working with Black Cat. She hates Peter Parker. And I kind of feel like if she found out that Peter Parker was Spider-Man, I kind of feel like it would have been one of those things where she all of a sudden likes Peter again, because she thinks that's a whole lot of responsibility and stuff, but I don't know. But yeah, so moving on throughout the comic, for the past few issues in the Amazing Spider-Man comics, we've actually been getting a Black Cat mini story at the end of each one, and that's no different with this one. So if you remember at the end of the previous issue, Aunt May and Jay Jameson, Aunt May's husband, actually bought like some rare artifact that used to belong to Felicia Hardy, and it's shown Black Cat in the window at the end of the comics looking into the house of Aunt May, and Peter has actually gone over to Aunt May's house to tell her that Parker Industries has burnt down, because Aunt May and Jay Jameson actually invested money into that building, so it's only right that he tells them himself. But yeah, when he actually got there, they were gone. It turns out that Black Cat has kidnapped them, and Spider-Man knows exactly where they'll be, especially because Black Cat is actually burning the building down with them inside it. So once they get there, Black Cat's there saying how she's burned all of her possessions so that no one can have any leash over her, no one can get to her or anything like that, which is awesome. Kind of shows that with Black Cat, the gloves are off, there's nothing holding her back now, and it's all going to get a little crazy. But basically, Spider-Man saves Jay Jameson and Aunt May, and everything is pretty good so far. That's the end of the issue, actually, and I'm not too sure about this issue. I mean, it was a nice ender to Parker Industries being blown up, but what I also liked was the fact that they kind of had an idea that it might have been Alchemax. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the next issue, especially with Secret Wars kicking off as well. I mean, that's going to be awesome to see. So what did you guys think of this issue? Let me know in the comments below. I'm going to give this issue a 7 out of 10, mainly because it didn't really, we kind of didn't see what happened to the Ghost. We did, but I mean, surely he must break out, and we want to know what Alchemax is doing and stuff like that. I mean, I wish we saw what Alchemax was doing during all this, even if it was Liz Allen sitting in front of a computer, watching the news, laughing as Parker Industries burnt down. You get what I mean? That would have been nice to see. But yeah, so I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments section below. Make sure you hit the like button. Of course, there's going to be plenty of videos. We've got Secret Wars to review, we've got Silk to review, we've got Spider-Gwen to review, we've got Spider-Man 2099 to review. And then after all of those issues are reviewed, then we will start the Ultimate Spider-Man comics, because we've fallen behind, so it's only right to catch back up first. But yeah, so hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you follow me on my Twitter and Facebook page by going to the links in the description, and I will see you guys in my next video.